Here on this channel, we like giving the people what they want, especially when they suggest such incredible ideas. Brayden wants to see if you can win MVP with a player on an 0-17 team. So today, we're gonna find out if that's possible. For this experiment, we're gonna be focused on Mahomes and the Chiefs, a man who just won another MVP, and he wins a lot of them in Madden. So if there's anyone that could do it, it's him. Now for the first simulation, we're gonna force loss all 17 games just to see if it's possible without any intervention. I highly doubt it, but you never know. Crazier things have happened. Maybe he shows up in the top 10 anyways and gives us some hope. I also have to shout out Teeter before we continue. He super chatted a couple weeks ago. First comment says Broncos country, let's ride on the purple jerseys video. And then he says long awaited on the orange jerseys video. So shout out to you. It's my first time getting super chatted. I didn't know I had to read it out and stuff like that. So yeah, I appreciate it very much, Teeter. Now back to the video. So here we go. 0-17 season, number 1. Rankings look horrendous. Somehow they stunned up top 5 in passing. Air Mahomes stats. This is exactly what he had in the last time I did this sim. I did it like off screen. He had 22 touchdowns, 26 picks. Yes, you can't have a better stat line than that. Still threw for 5,000 passing yards. Had 3 rushing touchdowns. But of course, he was not MVP. Dak Prescott ended up winning it. He's not even top 10. Trying to see if he got any awards at all. If anyone got any awards at all on an 0-17 team, best QB, nowhere to be found. Okay, Sky Moore ended up the 9th best receiver on an 0-17 team, so there's a glimmer of hope right there. This time we're gonna leave all the forced losses except for the very last game. This one we're actually gonna play it against the Raiders, so we're gonna be 0-16 heading into this one, except now we're gonna be on pro in simulation, and we're gonna put it on 15-minute quarters just to accumulate as many stats as possible. Now to save as much time as possible, we're gonna play only offense. Gonna be a lot of Kadarius Toney, gonna be a lot of Travis Kelce. Luckily, Madden does not give awards to any other position other than quarterback and sometimes running back. All right, here we go, man. Kelce gonna get our first touchdown of the game. Okay, so this is where it gets tough. Now, the Raiders did not score, so we're just gonna punt the ball off. We have to make sure we keep it a close game. So I'm gonna give them the ball and just hope they can score a touchdown. Tie this thing up, please. Dang it, they didn't do anything with it. We're gonna keep on doing it until they get the lead. Like, come on, man. Give you great field position. There we go. Finally, they take the lead back. Now we can continue airing the ball out with Mr. Mahomes. Right now, only 2 touchdowns for him. Gotta up that number. There we go. That's a nice pass. Kelce gonna try to break as many records as possible in this game. That's the goal. I don't know what the record's looking like, but we're gonna try to break as many as we can. Sky Moore with another one. Sky Moore. That's a nice route. Yes, sir. Another beautiful pass. Mahomes with touchdown number 3. 554 passing yards is the most in a game. So we're gonna try to break that one. And the most passing touchdowns in a game is 7. 8 players have done it. I remember Nick Foles and Peyton Manning, some of the more recent ones to do it. So that's the goal. Get over 560 yards passing and get like 8 touchdowns at the very least. All right, so we've missed a lot of field goals and we're only down 6 with 6 minutes left. Let's see. Oh yeah. No interceptions. We cannot afford any interceptions because you saw in the first simulation, Madden's going to give you plenty. When you force loss, they're going to make you throw a lot of interceptions. So we got to make sure we do not throw any. Luckily, we have one of the best, if not the best quarterback in the league. So yeah, he's probably not going to be throwing any unless it's my doing, you know, my mistake. Sky Moore, nice spin. I want to get some rushing touchdowns too. I need to get some rushing touchdowns, some rushing yards. That's going to help his MVP case. They don't have a spy up. Yes, it's the one. This the one. Mahomes taking off, getting the first down. 2nd and goal. I'm going to try to take off again. Oh, Chandler went inside. We're going to take off. First rushing touchdown. Let's get it, Patty. Oh, we're at our own 5-yard line. So this is perfect. They're going to have great field position after we miss this field goal. They should be able to get 7. There it is. Nice pass on a run. That's just Mahomes doing Mahomes things. Nice. Kelce gets touchdown number 4 through the air from Mahomes. And that was half number 1. So I'm going to do the same thing in this second half. Probably just going to fast forward and show you the stats at the end because really nothing different is going to happen. But yeah, we're going to see if this performance is good enough to get Mahomes the MVP. All right, so we end up losing 61-62. Here's Mahomes' final tally. Perfect passer rating. Only had 6 incompletions, 650 passing yards. Got the passing yards record. 6 touchdowns passing. Didn't quite break that one, but that's because he added 3 rushing touchdowns, so 9 total touchdowns. I think that's a record in and of itself. 69 rushing yards. I thought that that was a perfect number to stop at. So we're gonna see if that's enough in the last game of the season. So he ended up with the most touchdowns, the most passing yards. Offense was 11th in the league, so that's not bad. I mean, look at this stat line: 40 touchdowns, 17 picks. I mean, it's a lot of interceptions, but not quite as many as I thought it would be. I mean, hey, he had a pretty decent season on an 0-17 team. That's not bad, but will it be good enough to at least get into the top 10? That's what I want us to do. Like for good luck. Oh, we ended up second on an 0-17 team. Dak was first, so we know it's almost possible. I might have to play the last 2 games instead of just the last one, but we're gonna make it happen. So here we are, 0-17, simulation number 3. Mahomes leads the league in passing yards, and it's not even that close. He's also first in passing touchdowns, passer rating, he's 18th. Offense is 8th in the league. He ended up with 45 touchdowns this time, 20 picks, 7 touchdowns on the ground, so 52 total touchdowns. Here's what we were able to do in the last 2 games. I don't know why it says we played it twice. We only played this one once, but yeah, we got 7 touchdowns. Dangerous Wilson, if he's in the MVP conversation, could also end up leapfrog Mahomes, but I don't know. 700 yards in a game, not to mention 2 more rushing touchdowns. That's just against the Broncos, and then a 62-69 loss against the Raiders. Not through a pick at the end, unfortunately. We could not keep it clean, but still a really good pass rate. 700 yards, 5 touchdowns through the air. Then we had 4 more on the ground. I hope that's good enough. Moment of truth. Man, like the video for good luck. Do it if you haven't already. Let's see if it's possible to win MVP on an 0-17 team. No! Mahomes ends up second again. Hurts ends up first. So now we have to do it again. 3 straight games where I play with Mahomes. Hit that subscribe button, man. We're going to the end of the earth to make sure this happens. He ends up second behind Hurts. Let me compare their stats. All right, so Hurts had 41 touchdowns, 7 picks, 4,500 yards. He had a better completion percentage, but Mahomes had over 1,000 more yards, 4 more touchdowns. The interceptions is what's really holding him back, because that's a lot of interceptions. Not to mention, Hurts had 7 more touchdowns on the ground, so that's a really good season. We're just gonna have to try to do better. 0-17 in simulation number 4. I think this is officially the one. We're first in passing yards a game, second in points per game, and we started this one in week 15. That's when I took over. 8 touchdowns in that one, over 600 yards. Week 16, we won a perfect 31 of 31, 800 pass yards, 11 total touchdowns. Okay, and then week 17, 12 more touchdowns, almost 800 yards passing. In week 18, 7 more touchdowns. So Mahomes ended up first in passing yards, first in touchdowns, third in pass rate. Offense was first in the league, defense dead last. But yeah, I think this is good enough. 6,000 yards passing. I think that's a record. 52 touchdowns. Not quite a record, but only 16 interceptions. Not bad at all. And then you add in 10 rushing touchdowns. He led the team. So that's 62 total touchdowns. You can't tell me that's not good enough. You just can't. I'm sorry. On an 0-17 team, it is possible to win MVP. We just proved it, baby. Let's go, man. Took us a while. Okay, you're gonna have to do some, playing of your own. Might have to, take a few hours out of your own time to make it happen. But it is possible. We proved it. Got OPOY. Sky Moore, look at Kadarius. 3 guys on an 0-17 team in the top 10. I mean, look at that. Mahomes, best QB. This is a fun one. Also, you can follow me on Twitter if you stayed all the way to the end. I made a new one if you guys want to interact and stuff like that. I love talking to y'all. You guys are the best. So yeah, if you want to follow, go ahead. And yeah, until the next one.
Feeling like I hit the jackpot. He don't want to catch a fade. I'ma really get him blacked out. He ain't really about that life. Better breathe before you tap. Bop, steady rocking with the stripes. I'ma really get him checked. Everybody getting checks. Everybody getting bags. Will it end? Will it last? Rental cars going fast.
Please don't say you wanna be friends. In my dreams we play pretend.